Welcome back to Universe Mode and NWA Power. It is the go-home show before NWA Clash, at least the go-home Power. We've still got a Stampede. And in tonight's show opener, Trish Stratus is claiming that now that Stratton has dropped the NWA TV Championship to Blair Davenport, Stratus would like an opportunity at that championship. She felt it would be unfair to challenge Stratton, but she thinks she has what it takes to take on Davenport. Tonight, in a somewhat of a #1 contenders bout for the NWA Women's TV Championship, Trish Stratus will be taking on Chelsea Green. One-on-one, one fall to a finish. Winner faces Blair Davenport.
From Victoria, British Columbia,
Here we go, Stratus and Green. And right off the bat, look at this, Trish Stratus with the head scissors. Takes down Chelsea Green. Oh, straight into a Larry forearm strike. And the multiple times that we've seen Trish Stratus, she's only managed to pick up a win when it comes to a tag team match alongside Stratton. When it comes to singles bouts, she's not got a pinfall win so far in her time in the NWA. And there's been some disagreements backstage and online. Why is that turnbuckle pad looking like that? It shouldn't look like that. The logos in this game are having a hoo-ha. But there's been a little bit of a dispute backstage because, of course, Julius Creed was thrown off by Bronson Reed, and then they also brawled after the bout. We had to split them up a couple of weeks back. And Corbin got a pinfall victory out of it. A lot of people disputing that. One of those people being Carmelo Hayes. Look at this. Stratus with Chelsea Green in the powerbomb position, and she's carrying her over to that corner. And Trish Stratus has been in full control of this match so far. Oh, and Green just with the quick kick to the chin. Irish whip. Drop down by Green. Leapfrog by Green. Oh, and there's the drop toe hold right into the middle of the ring, and Stratus goes down like a sack of spuds. Referee quick to follow her, and there's a kick out at 1 from Stratus. And here comes Chelsea Green with some offense, with a big elbow strike there to a grounded Trish Stratus, and now to a top turnbuckle. Big body splash to a prone Stratus, who is now struggling to get back into this. Green is in full control. After barely getting any offense in the initial moments of the match, she's completely turned things around. Look at this. Into the Destroyer. Dumping down Stratus. And a quick kick out. Shunting away. I almost said shunting away Toni Storm. Shunting away Chelsea Green in a leaping clothesline. Stratus fighting back. There's the chick kick. And now going for the pinfall on Green. Green looks like she's out cold. No, she isn't. There's still life left in Green. Green probably had the best performance of, like, the Universe Mode career so far. Good grief. There's the Bulldog, centre of the ring. Referee had to quickly move out of the way there. He almost got flattened. Stratus wins the #1 contenders bout. Referee raising her hand, and here comes her protege, her apprentice, Tiffany Stratton, coming out here to congratulate Trish Stratus, her mentor. She's going to get an opportunity. Oh, Jesus! And Stratton's just flattened Stratus. Next up, and we've got some tag division action. And this is after the announcement from NWA General Manager Nigel McGuinness, who has confirmed that we're going to be having some NWA, quotation marks, TV tag team championships. We've dabbled around with multiple tag belts in the past, and as we move into an era of there not being a 30-day no-compete clause for champions, we need a better way to determine #1 contenders, and if we've got them for the singles divisions, why not get one for the tag? Gallus have made it very, very clear they've made one hell of an impact against the United Empire and Will Ospreay. Joe Coffey wants a shot at the World Championship, and both brothers want a shot at the National Tag Team Championships. Tonight, though, the Empire is sending out its legion in the form of Catch 22, Francesco Akira and TJP making their tag team debut. Obviously, we've seen both men in different capacities throughout the last few seasons of Universe Mode, but this is the first time they'll be tagging together in an NWA ring. This is an in-ring return for TJP as well, after we last saw TJP back in Season 1, and he was given kind of full reign to train Logan Paul, the American representative for the United Empire at the time. And they were supposed to capture the Super Junior Championship from Johnny Gargano, who was at the time teaming with Tommaso Ciampa. And we saw multiple bouts between the United Empire and DIY. And it all resulted in Johnny Gargano passing through into a fresh season still as champion, and he held the belt for an extremely long time. Will Ospreay was not at all happy with the fact that they hadn't managed to take the Super Junior Championship away from Gargano, and as a result, not only removed Logan Paul from the United Empire despite his claims of leaving of his own accord, but he also exiled TJP from the NWA brand. He said, "You're not welcome here, go back to Japan." And, well, that's what TJP did. He went back to Japan, and both him and Francesco Akira have been competing on NJPW Strong. And they've definitely made some waves as a tag team. Oh my days, and TJP with the Enziguri. Joe Coffey makes the hot tag to mark, and here comes Francesco Akira. Good grief. That leaping shoulder tackle just took down Francesco Akira. The weight behind Mark Coffey there, his entire body launching against Akira. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Mark sending Francesco into the corner, bouncing the skull off of the top turnbuckle. Joe Coffey back in the ring now, and look at this. Oh, going into the corner there, and TJP got a cheap shot straight into the German suplex from Francesco Akira. Looking to capitalise on the distraction there from TJP. Irish whip into the corner. Akira follows up with that leaping forearm strike, followed by the hesitation drop kick. Joe Coffey gets laid out. Look at this. Looking for the sliced bread, and he hits it. Middle of the ring now. Francesco Akira getting all fired up. We've seen Akira fight Dominic Mysterio, the current Super Junior champion. He's made it pretty clear he's down to challenge Mysterio for the Super Junior Championship if the opportunity comes around. Went for the roundhouse kick, but Coffey with the Irish whip. Dropped down. Oh, went for something, but Akira planted his feet. These two back and forth. Good grief, and Joe Coffey just wiped him out. Oh, hot tag made to TJP now. TJP. Oh, good grief, and an almost mid-ring collision. Oh, went for the double axe handle. Enziguri takes down Mark Coffey. And tag made to Joe. Some quick succession tags here. And here comes Francesco Akira. Just got wiped out by the crossbody. Holy shit. He's not looking very happy about what just went down there. Joe Coffey was looking to finish off Francesco Akira, catch him off guard. Drop kick there, that combination. Catch 2-2 have been right on top of Gallus this entire bout. Akira. Tag made to TJP. What is this? Electric chair position for Joe Coffey. Good grief, and the electric chair face blockbuster. Oh my god. And Mark Coffey just got laid out by Francesco Akira. Discus lariat. out of nowhere from Joe Coffey. Just wiped out TJP. And a quick kick out though. Shoulders were not on the mat properly. Joe Coffey just turned the tide of this bout very, very quickly. Look at this, look at this, look at this. Double arm chicken wing into the gut buster. Joe Coffey goes down. And a tag has been made. And a tag has finally been made to Joe Coffey, who is immediately going after Francesco Akira. Holy shit. Oh my god, and the send-off to Francesco. And the distraction, TJP is taking advantage. And he's completely laid out Joe Coffey. TJP going after Mark now. He's wiped out both Coffey brothers. Akira. Both Akira and TJP have got Joe Coffey cornered on the outside of the ring for a mugging attempt. This is why we need some TV tag belts, so that we can showcase tag teams like this that maybe don't have the #1 contendership, but maybe deserve it at some point in the near future. Uranagi backbreaker. Good grief, Joe has just laid out TJP. And now going after Francesco Akira again. Big clubbing blow to the back. Oh, super kick from TJP. Super kick from TJP. Into the Poison Rana. Good grief. Joe Coffey goes down. Spiked on his skull. And TJP picks up the pinfall. A very abrupt and surprising end, I think, to that tag bout, but it came down to whoever can hit the biggest move at that point. And Catch 2-2 pick up a tag win against Gallus. Gallus should definitely not be ashamed though. And next up on NWA Power, we have an exhibition bout between Carmelo Hayes, former national championship and the first ever international champion. He's going to be taking on a man that has recently pinned the current international champion. Carmelo Hayes is going to be taking on the Lone Wolf Baron Corbin. Corbin recently took advantage of the attack from Bronson Reed against current champion Julius Creed. Managed to get a pinfall victory over Creed. Massive for Corbin's career and contendership, but tonight he's got to go one-on-one with Carmelo Hayes, former international champion, first ever international champion. This is definitely going to make him prove his worth. Baron Corbin made his NWA Universe Mode debut a few weeks back prior to the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view, where he was in a qualifying match against Andrade Cien Almas. He was unfortunately unsuccessful at qualifying for the World Heavyweight Chamber. Corbin, big splash in the corner there. Takes down... In fact, no, it wasn't even for the World Heavyweight Chamber. It was for the National. That's my bad. Baron Corbin, though, controlling the early moments of this match by launching Carmelo Hayes around the ring, and Corbin straight out the ring, straight back in with that misdirection clothesline, flattens Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes, who been somewhat feuding with Austin Theory. It's been a bit of a cold feud, really, because it's mostly been based on who is the better in-ring performer and who can pick up the most wins. It's not a very personal feud in any way, but the two have been going back and forth, and Carmelo Hayes has been quite caught up in that. Well, their springboard went for the moonsault, and Corbin moved out of the way. Carmelo Hayes got a flurry of offense in there, but Corbin managed to move out of the way of that devastating looking springboard moonsault. All of the weight of Carmelo came crashing down against the mat as Corbin rolled out of the way of fire, and Carmelo is straight back in on the offense. You can see it's very much a David and Goliath scenario here because of the size of Baron Corbin. Corbin is no small man. Good grief, towering over 6 foot, and Carmelo Hayes, I believe, teetering just under 6 foot. Quick elbow jab there, but Carmelo definitely has the speed advantage, and a springboard clothesline there. Corbin was groggy on his feet. It set up Carmelo perfectly, and a kick out there from Corbin in this exhibition bout. Look at this. Big body slam. Carmelo setting up Corbin. Good grief. Corbin could be looking to be on the receiving end of a diving famouser off the top turnbuckle. Holy shit. Corbin almost bounced off of the mat, and look at that, the rope break. If it wasn't for the rope break, that could have been a free count there for Carmelo Hayes. But Corbin clever enough to grab the ropes. Look at Hayes showing off here. He's been in the driver's seat for the recent majority of the match anyway, especially after that diving famouser. There's a springboard crossbody, looking to plant down Corbin. Corbin's got no ropes to be grabbing, and that is it. Carmelo Hayes puts down Baron Corbin. That springboard crossbody, big splash, got a decent amount of height on it, and Carmelo Hayes picks up a win he definitely needed. Big win there for Carmelo Hayes to solidify himself in for the championship running, that international championship. And here comes, speaking of international champion, the Creed brothers. I think Brutus is going to be competing. Brutus Creed definitely not cleared to compete here tonight. I don't know what he thinks he's doing. But here comes the big tank, Bronson Reed. And he ain't alone. There in the back with those evil glowing eyes is Zack Sabre Jr. We know that Brutus Creed is not too far out from recovery. Good grief, and he's just jumped straight into the arms of Bronson Reed, and it looks like somehow they've managed to get a match sanctioned here tonight for Brutus to take on Bronson. Or Brutus. Oh my god, and he's just turned Reed inside out. Brutus Creed is still a couple of weeks out from being medically cleared to compete again. We've been told via interviews, social media interactions, we know how long it would have been until Brutus would have come back 100%. Good grief, he's got to be at about maybe 70 or 80% right now. And that's going to really matter in this match here tonight. Good grief. Especially against a guy like Bronson Reed. And that right hook really threw off Brutus Creed. Bronson laying in the hits. It just keeps going back and forth. Oh, and here comes Brutus. Here comes Brutus. Getting the upper hand, big clubbing blow to the back of the head of Bronson Reed. There's a European uppercut. Holy shit. Brutus Creed came out on the upper side of that altercation, but I don't know what it means for the condition of Bronson Reed. Oh, Brutus ball off the top! And he's just landed right on his head, but he's going for the pinfall on Reed. 1, 2. Oh my god. The trading blows. Brutus got the upper hand there, and it opened up Bronson Reed to be on the receiving end. Good grief of that Brutus ball. There's a back body drop, dumping Brutus right on his back. Bronson dragging the lifeless carcass of Brutus Creed into the ring there, away from the ropes. Oh, and a rebound shoulder tackle takes down Brutus. This has been a lot more of a back and forth bout than I expected it to be. Oh, good grief! And a tsunami knee drop off the top. Holy shit! Bronson Reed could have just crushed the throat of Brutus. And Reed immediately turning around to look at the international champion. And in tonight's main event, the World Heavyweight Champion, Will Ospreay, will be going one-on-one with a very close friend of his upcoming challenger, Cody Rhodes. There is the double champ, the current World Heavyweight Champion and World Tag Team Champion. And he's going to be taking on the recently debuted Darby Allin. Darby Allin recently debuted against Cody Rhodes in the main event a few weeks back. He was unsuccessful in that match, but it was one hell of a banger. And him and Cody Rhodes are pretty good friends, despite their very, very different, polarizing personalities. And he said he's more than happy to take on the World Heavyweight Champion here tonight in the run-up to his best friend's bout at Clash of the Champions. Here we go for the first time. Will Ospreay going to be taking on Darby Allin. Look at this size difference in Darby Allin wiping out the world champion early on for a quick 1 count there. Ospreay moved out of the way and there's a hook kick. Went for the Enziguri right off the bat. This is very, very quick. Went for the Hurricane Rana. Roll through, victory roll into the super kick. And Ospreay goes down for the pinfall. 1, 2. Ooh. Almost got the 2. Not quite. Oh, super kick to the back of the spine. But Darby shrugged it off as if it was nothing. I don't know if the connection there was quite what Ospreay was looking for. Look at this. Look at this. Darby Allin with a top rope elbow drop. And another pinfall attempt. Will Ospreay, though, another quick kick out. This is a lot quicker than I was expecting it to go so far. Look at Darby Allin gearing up with the springboard over the top. Kick to the midsection from Ospreay. Looking for the brainbuster. Dumps down Darby. Oh, backflip kick. Went for the big boot, but Darby moved out of the way, sidestepped, took a hold of Ospreay, dragging him into the corner there towards that top turnbuckle. Looked like he was going to try and slam the head, but changed his mind. Look at this. Rolling elbow strike to the side of the throat of Ospreay, and Darby's just wiped out the champion. We are just one show away from Clash of Champions, where we're going to see Cody Rhodes and Will Ospreay face off one-on-one for the first time in an NWA ring. So a brutal super kick there from Ospreay, setting up Darby again for a second brainbuster. And Darby just won't stay down. Another super kick. Springboard went for the back elbow strike. Darby tried to turn the tables and it was not happening. Ospreay with the back suplex dumps down Darby, and Darby's to the outside now. Both of these men back and forth again, trying to keep up with each other. There's a hot shot, and Ospreay lays out Darby Allin. Darby slowly getting to his feet. Ospreay lining him up. Good grief! Corkscrew senton to Darby Allin. Allin was on his feet, took all of Ospreay's weight on top of him there. Darby trying to fight back into this though. Ooh, went for a springboard. Ospreay had tried to catch him with that super kick, but didn't quite get it. Ospreay creating a little bit of space between these two. Look at this. Stun Dog Millionaire on the champion. Ospreay stunned from that one. Trying to roll out of the way. Darby getting all fired up and just got absolutely flattened by that big boot. Ospreay's got to try and make sure that Darby does not keep getting fired up like that. The adrenaline rushing through Darby Allin's head. It's going straight through his body to his head. And we'll see whether it makes him pick any choice decisions like that one. Holy shit. Diving double axe handle. And there's a seated senton to the lower spine, and he's slowly wearing down the World Heavyweight Champion. Will Ospreay's got a date with Cody Rhodes. He's got Joe Coffey lined up ready for him. Logan Paul's made claims. And now Darby Allin knocking at the door. Oh, look at this, Ospreay. Ospreay got Darby pinned down. Look at the clubbing blows to the back of the neck. Holy shit. Darby slowly back to his feet. Big boot just sends him launched over the ring. Ospreay looking like a predator going after his prey. Tope over the top, and he grabbed a hold of the barricade there. Almost went face first right into it. That would have been messy. Sending Darby back into the ring. And again, trapping Darby Allin middle of the ring. Clubbing blows to the back of the skull and the neck of Darby. And Ospreay now gearing up. Roll through. Super kick. Standing shooting star press. And Ospreay ready to put an end to Darby Allin. Good grief, and a hidden blade. 1, 2. And Darby Allin with a defiant kick out. And Ospreay is pissed. Ospreay with the Oscutter to put away Darby Allin. And Darby again with the kick out. Look at the face paint wearing off of the face of Darby Allin. Ospreay calling for a second time. Darby moved out the way. Darby moved out the way. Oh my god! Darby Allin has created this fantastic persona for himself as this ultimate underdog, fighting up against the champion, Will Ospreay right now. Ospreay with the roll-up. Roll-up, he's got his feet on Darby Allin's hands, and he's stolen the pinfall away from Darby Allin. Will Ospreay. Holy shit, that's Shane Haste! Face to face with the champ.